Hey guys, well, thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate you tuning in. Now, where I grew up was in central rural Kentucky. And when you travel the state, there's a vast difference in the landscapes. You go all the way out west, we got cypress swamps. You cross the state and go out to the eastern part of the state, well, that's the Appalachian Mountains. So you're going from low-lying swamps to mountains in the same state. And right there in the middle is the bluegrass region. Now, if you've ever seen pictures of Kentucky and you've never been there, I would say most of those pictures come from the bluegrass region because that's what we're known for. Racehorses. And you get up around Lexington and Paris and those places, that's where most of those horse farms are at, and all those Triple Crown winners like Secretariat, that's where they came out of. And a little bit south of that, that's where I was born and raised. You got those rolling hills and all that grass, and it was a beautiful place to live. Well, fall has arrived, and so has October. The leaves are starting to change. They're still pretty green for the most part, but here in another week or two, all those beautiful fall colors will be out. And everybody's putting their Halloween decorations up. And I thought this would be a good time to tell y'all a story that I grew up hearing, and that is the legend of the donkey tree. Now, as the legend goes, years ago, back in the 1800s, there was a little old donkey and a farmer. And that farmer was especially mean. And that little donkey, he would work and work every day, but that farmer was mean, and he would beat the fire out of that little donkey. He would beat him and beat him and beat him. And finally one day, he went too far, and he beat that little donkey to death. And after he realized what he had done, he just grabbed a hold of that donkey, no remorse, and he drug him into a ditch and left him there. Now, where the place where that donkey was left grew a tree. And over the years, that tree grew. And lo and behold, as it got mature, it took the shape of a donkey. Now, back when I was in high school, we'd drive a couple counties over, and we'd go visit the donkey tree. We was always told that if you touched it, you'd be cursed. You'd be involved in a wreck, or somebody you loved would be involved in a wreck, or something bad would happen to you. But you could leave it an apple, and you'd get good fortune. Now, they would say that if you left that apple in the donkey's mouth, went to the end of the lane, and turned around, when you come back, the apple would be gone. I can't confirm that because I never did do it. Did I believe it would happen? Not really. But at the same time, I wasn't taking any chances. Now, when we was in the area, well, especially on Halloween night, we'd always try to make it out to the donkey tree just to see what was going on, to see if anything extra spooky was happening. And given at night, it was always extra spooky, just like anything else, I guess. But it just seemed like, to look at it, it was haunted. Now today, the donkey tree even has its own Facebook page that you can visit and read up on. And I know one article in 2014 said that people were starting to hear a baby cry in the middle of the night if you went and turned your car off and listened. And a lot of them, I remember from when I was young, said that if you did turn your car off then, it wouldn't start back. I never took that chance. Now, there was another report in 2015 that a YouTuber from Indiana came down to do a story on the donkey tree, and they found his abandoned car down by the donkey tree, but he was never found. And I never did hear another follow-up to that story. Another couple claimed one night as they was visiting the donkey tree As they went to leave, they turned their headlights on, and there stood a donkey in front of them blocking the road. It's just a one-lane road there. And they honked and hollered and everything they could do, and that donkey just leered at them. And finally, after a few minutes, he took a couple steps to the side and let them go on by. Nobody ever seen that donkey again. Now, the donkey tree, it's still standing today. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I know people that still go around it, and it's there for a whole new generation of school kids to go by and tempt and take dares, especially on Halloween night. But I thought y'all might like to hear this story, and I appreciate y'all listening to it. It's just one of many little Southern folklore stories that we hear growing up. I appreciate y'all listening. Thank y'all.